Welcome to another episode of Minneapolis by Night. This evening we have Mirriam and Myrcella having a lovely conversation regarding the sculpture gardens at Myrcella's place.
Yeah, Miriam's going to show up. She'll be looking around, critiquing the decor in her mind.
Well, actually, this is really interesting. Most of the house is actually empty. Like, she's pretty much pulled her shit out.
Okay.
You pretty much see vacant, no furniture, but the carpets are white. You get white carpet.
Yeah. Miriam's had to abandon places before because she's a professional criminal. So,
but the place is actually it's a big place. Like, you had to go through a gate in order to even get here, which was opened from the inside, and there's a lot of security, but the cameras are not working. None of they're not on.
All right.
Long and the short of it.
She will note that the little red lights aren't on.
Yes. Myrcella was expecting you, so she knows better.
Oh yeah. If the lights were on, she could turn them off.
Yep.
And I'm presuming that she at least has like a table and some folding chairs.
Yeah. Oh yeah. There's
right.
places they can. Yeah.
So Miriam will have a state and say, "I don't think I've ever abandoned a place this swank."
Security became an issue, and it makes a good front.
Yeah, it's always a good idea to disappear and not abandon your stuff.
Right.
So I haven't had a chance to look over the pictures in any detail. I need an expert with the languages, but they will come in handy. In other words, I haven't talked to John yet, so...
Basically, well, yeah, actually, Myrcella's already got that taken care of. She's like, so you wish to, you wanted the pictures for the sculptures, which I've sent to you from the sculpture gardens.
Well, it's for the tattoos on the corpses.
Yep, the tattoos. They're all just a bunch of spiral designs, if I recall. I've been trying to use these to try to ID people, but I haven't had any luck in IDing the victims, but I have had some luck in some other matters.
I have a hunch on the ritual involved, but I don't want to say it until it's confirmed.
Well, here's what I know. I have an innate ability to see the final moments, as it were, in a corpse's eyes.
Handy.
What I saw, now, I'm not crazy. I swear to you, I am not crazy.
I have phenomenal cosmic power given to me by God. I don't think you're crazy.
Well, a lot of it was just miscellaneous riding around that I saw, but the very last thing I saw, which was the cause of things, was I think it was a spirit. I'm not positive, but it was a very large dragon.
Do you recall the color of the dragon's scales?
It was dark in color, like shadowy, maybe gray, black. It was dark.
Mirriam will note that.
Most of it was most of what I saw was the victim's death, and believe me, I'm not going to get into the gory details. I can show you the pictures if you really want to know, but I don't.
I'm going to need the pictures. I need to interpret the tattoos and see if my hunch is correct. And then I need to head down there in person, and if my hunch is correct, we got to cleanse that place.
This thing was ridiculous, and these people, they the flaying did not happen after they were dead.
I figured.
I had enough to see, no, she had enough successes on that roll where she literally got the full sensory.
Neat. Neat.
Yeah, that's something I never want to feel again.
I can understand.
This dragon thing, like I said, I think it was a spirit. There's a lot of Asian influence over all of this, so I had to call somebody in to help me.
Right. That would be the prince, wouldn't it?
Yes, I'm an OO's. Yes.
That
is Andreas.
And I've spoken with Andreas already.
All right.
And he's the one who let me know that you had the things.
Ah, okay. I was wondering how you came across that information.
Well, I had to speak to him to pay my respects and let him know the course of our investigation. Cleansing that garden will go a long way towards ending the dreams.
Oh, well.
Because it'll go a long way towards bleeding off the excess energy.
Okay.
So investigating this place is on my list of priorities.
Mm-hmm. She's like, what else did I come up with? You are aware that the only real skin left is where the tattoos were. It's very.
That's how he described it.
Yeah. She'll actually pull out like the full photos now, so you can actually see.
All right.
She'll
dig into her purse and get a number of miscellaneous techie gadgets, including a small scanner, and scan it all into her phone.
Now, technically, I'm sure you know I should not be sharing this information with you, but because of what I saw, I feel that it's probably necessary. I mean,
is this for
I can't
Supernatural Society or your duties as a medical examiner?
My professional end of things says that I shouldn't be sharing this information with anybody, but what they don't know
exactly
isn't going to hurt them. It is, considering, like I said, when I saw that dragon, that scared the shit out of me. I'm not gonna lie.
That if it is a spirit, it could be the guardian of that node.
Very well, maybe, but it was big and pissed off.
Yeah. And I don't have the right materials for fighting spirits, so this is gonna be fun.
Which is why I figured I should give you the heads up, at least on that, what I did have in those regards, so you knew what you were getting into. When you said you wanted to go look at it, I figured.
Well, I've got want to and have to are two different things here.
Oh, you have to go look into it?
Well, I've given my word to help investigate the dreams, because we have to clean up our own mess. And in addition, it's the most powerful frickin' node in the city. So something's going on there. And when I say it's the most powerful frickin' node, I mean it's ridiculously powerful. It's like...
Okay, so whatever is behind this is probably just as powerful.
This is something very scary is going on there.
Besides the obvious, she glances down at the pictures.
A node is a outpouring of energy. Of the kind of mystical energy that makes reality easy to change.
All right.
A node of that kind of power has probably not been seen since humanity stopped believing in magic.
Holy fuck. That's
Yeah.
language.
This is something ridiculously scary, and most of the other mages don't really believe me when I spotted it.
Oh,
So I've got to look into this. And
maybe they'll believe at mention of a giant dragon.
yeah,
I'm not gonna lie, I thought I was batshit crazy for a minute.
I really don't want to involve the shifters in this, but I might have to because they're the best thing there is at fighting spirits. And
Yeah, and they're kind of hot-headed.
yeah, well,
I
mostly
don't deal with them myself. I know a little bit. But
well, also I'll have to turn over the wellspring to them if I involve them. So I really don't want to.
so maybe you.
Well, God can protect me, and I've bought some heavier hardware, so maybe it'll be enough.
I think this is gonna involve more than you're gonna need more backup than just yourself. I particularly have a bunch of things that I have to deal with, but I'm still looking into this.
Do you think you could provide some ghouls?
I possibly could. To what extent do you need them?
Meat shields?
I suspected as much.
Yeah.
Well,
if I
think that can be managed. I'm not opposed.
Yeah, I will be trying to bring at least one other mage with me. Hopefully now with this new information, someone who can make things affect spirits.
Well, I hope you can do that. Like I said, I really do believe this is a spirit. I mean, it's not like you see dragons walking around all the time.
It could be a spirit, it could be a chimera, it could be an umbrood, it could be some kind of shifter we don't know about.
Oh.
For all we know, there are were-dragons running around somewhere.
That is a terrifying thought. Oh. Let's see. What else did I pull off of this? I'm definitely looking into a human ritualistic sacrifice in these regards, which is how the bodies were laid out. And she will.
Could this be related to our little stint in the factory?
I don't know. I actually,
Because they were trying to turn themselves into vampires, trying to do what Tremere did.
Maybe. I mean, I guess I'd have to try to compare the two. I didn't think about that, but that is a valid point.
Get with Vittorio on that.
Yeah. I'll talk to my cousin and see what he can surmise out of this, and because what little I have to go on is just what I've actually seen, and that was only in death. And I mean, I've looked over the bodies, but those don't tell me much about what is actually going on as far as the place.
Well, you'd be limited to what the senses the humans who were killed had, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I may not be able to look back through time yet, but I have some senses that they don't have.
Cool. Good.
And given how scary this thing is, I don't want to look at it from far away. I want to actually be there so that if something tries to stop me, I can shoot it.
So you can, defend yourself.
Yeah. If I start poking around looking at it from far away, some guy in a robe might be there and go, "Halo," and yoink my soul out. So that would be not fun.
No. When she shows you the pictures, the organs are pulled out and they're still connected to the bodies. They're fanned out around the body or draped from the body and surrounding objects. Yeah.
Gonna make a quick willpower check. And remember to add my true faith level to my willpower. Yeah, she keeps her lunch.
Okay. Oh, Myrcella's looking at him like this is nothing.
Yeah, no, Mirriam's seen death, but usually from further away than this.
And this is not
because she served in Iraq, but she was on an aircraft carrier at the time. So,
right, she'd actually thought about telling Mirriam to just come and look at the body. It's a good thing she didn't.
No, that would be getting a lot more of those checks. But yeah. She wants pictures because she needs to show them to someone who has mind 3.
Right.
And she only has mind 2.
And you, the skin and tissues are removed, obviously, but there's the calligraphy written in blood.
That's the ones that you notice she's scanning all the pictures, but she goes she turns the sensitivity up on the ones that have the calligraphy.
Right.
And making sure that every detail is preserved.
Correct. And you can see the tattoo patches. That's the only skin that remains on the body. And they look old and faded. But if I recall correctly, the tattoos are European in nature.
Interesting. And
the writing is in Japanese.
Yeah. This could be Nefandi, which I believe I've mentioned to you before.
I believe so. The word sounds familiar.
They're what happens when you have the ability to alter reality and you think it shouldn't exist.
Yes.
Yeah. They listen to a lot of Linkin Park on maximum volume.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Luckily, when you're that nihilistic, you tend to be antisocial, so they aren't very well organized, which makes them scary, but not a very big threat.
Correct. Oh boy. She's further looking at the photos and whatnot, and she's pulls out her notes and she's like, "I will make you a copy of these, but you have to swear not to show anybody."
I'm only going to be showing the people who need to see it. I'm not going to plaster them all over town or anything.
I certainly hope not.
Oh, come now. That's what Facebook's for.
That's true. And she'll actually she's got multiple copies of her notes anyway, so she gives you a copy of her notes. I'll have to write down what all the information is there and rewatch the
that's fine.
The bit with the autopsy. A lot of it's autopsy notes.
I'll tell John that I have all your notes and photos and fun time stuff when I get a hold of him.
Yep.
But yeah, Mirriam just diligently scans the whole thing, humming a tune in Yiddish, trying not to barf.
Trying not to barf. Myrcella.
And ironically, the tune she's humming is about a butcher.
All right, so I'll take these to Vittorio and maybe he can tell me something.
Yeah. Vittorio should be able to tell you more if it's Nefandi or not. He's a higher ranking chorister than myself.
Correct.
And I believe he has enough mind to just be able to read the language written in it.
Vittorio knows quite a bit, so if he doesn't know it, if he can't give any helpful information, he might be screwed.
Yep. And if you never see me again, it's probably because some dragon ate me.
You might want to make sure people know that there's a dragon there.
I'll leave a note for
You might be able to find somebody to help you.
I'll leave a note for my cabal head before I go out to confirm. He's got other things going on right now.
Now, I've got 4 bodies here. I've been looking to see if there's anything else of anything of a similar nature, and I can't find anything. I've seen like cases on sacrifice and whatnot here and there, but nothing.
You've got the bodies here.
Nothing quite like this. Not they're. Well, I don't have them here, but I do have the bodies.
All right.
They're at the office.
Could you give me the office's exact address? I'm gonna go scry on them and see if they're charged with any prime energy.
If you need to see the bodies, I have access and can get you in there.
No, I can do it from here.
Oh, all right.
I can see things from far away.
Well, in that case, she'll give you the address to her office.
Hey, look, correspondence 2, prime 1. I'm going to do prime site from far away.
Whee! Right. So you'll have to make note for John on that one and what you got, because that one I would not.
I need more than one success.
Tell you.
Yay. That's fine. So she finds out blah.
Blah, yes. That unfortunately, like I said, that's John.
I know. I'm basically doing this whole scene so I can go, hey, John, I did all this legwork while you were unable to run scenes for me.
Right?
What do I know?
What do I know? Tell me. Holly made me. There were roles involved, but Holly can't tell me anything.
No, it's the role is I did prime. The role says, yes, I could do prime site from here.
Yep.
Because you gave me the exact address, and that means I can just go, whee, project my consciousness over there.
Look at these bodies.
Look at them with prime sight. Look at them.
Or prime sight.
If they have prime energy in them, I'll know. And then I come back. Whee.
Okay, so you get a lovely little look at 4 flayed bodies missing their organs.
Yeah, prime sight's basically Auspex too, with some other things on top of it. So yay.
Now here's an interesting bit. I found actual cause of death in a couple of these to be blood loss, and the other one was extreme trauma to the head. 3 of them, I'm sorry, were blood loss, and one of them.
Did they happen to have neck wounds before the blood loss?
I didn't find anything of that nature on the body, but there really wasn't much left. It's all.
Well, it's worth a shot.
I looked
above all other scary things going on there. The Sabbat were involved. That would be kind of icing on the cake.
That may have been suggested by somebody, but I did not notice any neck wounds. And with out of character with 6 successes, I probably would have.
Yeah, it's even licking the wounds doesn't heal it if they're already dead.
Right.
So, and she'll nod and say, "Good, because I know bullets don't do much to your kind."
Generally, no.
There are ways around it, but flinging magic around in the middle of the city is hard.
Yeah, I understand that's not a really a good thing for you guys to do.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. I've given you my photos. You've gotten an actual look.
Well, I've gotten a look. I've gotten an actual look in the prime. I'll have to
Yep.
meditate on it to figure out what I know.
Yep.
Hooray for in-character justification for out-of-character delays.
Right?
Yeah, I'll have to meditate on it to figure out what I know. Anything else you can share with me?
Let's see. She's sitting here thinking on it. Not off the top of my head. I still have work to do with this on my own. I can
Okay.
tell you that there were 3 males and 1 female for a victim. I don't know if that has any significance, but it may be of use. Sometimes you find that the littlest details are the important ones.
She'll write that down. It shouldn't be an issue. If it was significant, it would be more likely that they'd all be female. What do you have an approximate age of the victims?
Not yet.
Okay.
Being what it was, I was more intrigued to figure out the ritual aspect of things first.
Of course. Well, if it's important for the ritual, it'd be more like what would be more ritualistically important and interesting would be if they were all female or if they were all of a certain age range or
Right. Well, now you've given me something else to play with.
yeah. What? Let's see if that's all that.
Well, there was. I didn't really see a face, but there was a person of Asian descent near this dragon.
Okay.
Saw a face. So.
Mirriam writes that down and says, "He wouldn't happen to have been burnt, would he?"
Not that I recall.
Okay.
I could go back and look, I guess. Again.
No, it's if he was burnt, then he'd tie into one of the kindred's dreams.
Okay.
And it would have been an interesting tie-in, and we'd know why this particular person's dreams differ so much from everyone else's.
Mm-hmm.
Anyhow.
Somebody's dreams differ, huh?
Well, he doesn't see anything dealing with the law firm.
That's good. That's good. I heard that Prince was calling off our end of looking into that.
I'm going to do some digging into their computer files after I deal with this, because this is crazy scary and much more important.
Yeah, this is kind of ridiculously scary. Like I said, I thought I was losing my mind when I saw a dragon until I took a moment to think about it.
Well, you got to remember what we are. I mean, if tomorrow we had flying saucers coming down and they attack the city with an army of Yeti, I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh boy. If we've got Yeti coming off of spaceships, we've got even bigger problems than we think.
Well, think about it. You're a vampire necromancer, and I am one of God's chosen warriors with phenomenal cosmic reality bending powers.
Yeah, I suppose. Nothing's impossible. Nothing's impossible. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, if I find anything else on this, I'll let you know.
Anything I can do for you? beyond handling our end of this investigation.
Right. Just keep me. I just want to be informed. Because if you're looking into that, who knows? I might be. It might help me find something. And if this is this being what it is, I have to find a nice way to cover things so we can actually do our end.
Yeah.
I don't want people. I can't really call.
Given what
Send them after a dragon, as it were.
yeah,
Can't send police after a dragon.
Given what I know about the place, the only thing I could really use your people for are meat shields. And given what I'm likely going to have to do there, I would prefer not to bring any full kindred with me.
Well, I can, like I said, if you've asked me if I could provide you some meat shields, I don't think that'll be an issue.
Yeah. Hey, at the very least, there'll be a good distraction.
Correct.
But yeah, certainly meat shields are useful. It's optional, but useful.
Correct. I'd offer you the use of the already dead variety of meat shields, but that's that will cause attention. That will draw attention. So
no, it's when I have to use the powers that God has granted me, it will likely destroy them.
Yeah. Yes, that as well. And like I said, dead things tend to draw attention.
And they tend to spread corruption where they go, and cleaning a node is going to need the things that God gave me.
So I'll work on getting you some more mindful meat shields. Ones that can actually, who knows, maybe even be used in a fight to you.
Well, it's the important thing is that they're as human as possible.
Yes.
Ghouls are about as inhuman as I think we can go.
Well, I mean, I suppose they're technically not mortal anymore. Well, they're mortal, they're just not human.
The corruption's not deep enough for it to affect what I'd need to do.
Good. So how many do you think you're going to need? Mind you, if I create them, three, that's an easy number. That's doable.
Yeah, no, I'm not asking for an army here. I'm asking for a couple of guys who can fit in the back of my station wagon.
Yes. I think I can get you a couple guys that can fit in the back of your station wagon.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a couple of guys, give them a couple of shotguns. Hey, look, you got meat shields.
Gotcha. I'll find you some badasses.
Excellent. It'd be appreciated if they know the score.
All right.
I don't know how in the dark you keep your ghouls.
My personal ones know what they need to know. However, these will be made aware of the situation that they're going into.
Yeah. It's never a good idea to have your badasses immediately go, holy fuck, that's a dragon, and drop all their weapons and run.
Yeah. No surprises there for them.
Good.
Of course, I won't tell them that they're meat shields, but
obviously. You never tell that to your meat shield's face. They're soldiers.
Yes, precisely. All right.
Hey, I served in the Navy. I know what a meat shield's a meat shield. It's when they have U.S. Army or U.S. Marine on their jacket.
Hopefully they'll we'll find some that'll be of some use to you, and go from there.
All right.
I think I'll get you what information I can once I know more.
All right.
Because I'm actually quite interested in all of this myself.
Of course. I'll keep you appraised on what I can appraise you of. There's likely going to be elements that I won't be at liberty to discuss.
Okay.
But I will keep you appraised of what I can keep you appraised of. And besides that, is there anything you need me to do for you? Because I will owe you a favor for all this information.
As of right now, I can't think of anything. I'm sure something will come up.
I'm sure. I just don't like to owe debts for very long.
No, that's understandable. That's very understandable. Get them paid and taken care of.
Exactly.
I get it.
And I'm a computer hacker with phenomenal cosmic reality bending powers, so
Yeah, you can.
there's a lot I can do for you.
Yes, there are. I'll think of something and I'll contact you within the next few days. How about that? That way you don't have to wait.
Good. Sounds good.
All right.
How's the family?
Perception, empathy at that. She just kind of stops.
3 dice for me. Yay. Nothing. She's just making small talk as far as you can tell.
Well, you have a 0 on your perception empathy, so you don't catch it.
I'm just making small talk at this point. So
she looks distraught. You haven't seen the papers, have you?
I've been kind of very busy.
She gets up and walks over into one of the other rooms and comes back with a newspaper and tosses it on the fold-up table in front of Mirriam. It's the article about Lorenzo's death, basically. Car accident.
You get perception empathy on her, and she's doing manipulation subterfuge not to show something on her face.
Well, that's why I had you roll.
Yep, because Lorenzo contacted her contacted Mirriam before he died. So, yeah, Mirriam knows something.
She just kind of looks at her.
Yeah, she's looking at the newspaper and goes, "That is unfortunate."
Yeah, well, she's gonna. Oh God, now I get to go with manipulation subterfuge myself.
Sweet. I am not a social character, so my perception empathy is a lot better.
Let's see. Oh God. So all the other rolls I've had to ever make, I know off the top of my head. I know her perception. I cannot remember her subterfuge or manipulation. All that jazz. I'm usually pretty good about memorizing my sheets, actually.
I usually memorize the really important numbers and look up for the rest because I never remember them right.
My epic 3 dice. Yeah, no, she's got 1. She's obviously lying.
Yeah.
Oh, well. I don't know what he was thinking. There's another car involved. I can't find it. She obviously knows something too.
Yeah. Well, Miriam's not going to tell her that he came to her first, so they're at an impasse there.
Yep.
I'm sorry for your loss.
Thank you. I'm just doing what I can, keeping busy, obviously.
It's all we can do. Times like this.
She nods. All right. That being said, I apologize.
Cat, stop playing with my socks. We just bought you a giant fucking tower for you to play with. Stop playing with my socks.
It's always the things that aren't for them that are the most exciting.
Well, with this one, this is the kind of cat that we buy him a very expensive cat toy, and then he tries to climb into the box.
Yep. Oh, of course. Of course.
Yeah, we actually put it. He wouldn't sleep in the cat bed until we put it in a box.
That's funny.
Yeah.
All right.
So now he climbs into the box, and oh look, there's a cat bed on there. I'll just stay there.
I'll just stay here. Sweet.
Yeah.
Get the best of both worlds.
Yep.
All right. Myrcella's like, well, if you'll excuse me, it seems like I do have more work to do, and like I said, I will keep you updated on this information.
All right. I'll keep you updated as well. She'll leave.
Yep. And
She'll say, which number did I give you? I had to burn one of the phones.
she looks in her phone and rambles it off.
Yeah, screw it. I'll give you all 3 numbers. And she flips through. She gives you the numbers to all of her burner phones. One of these will work.
All right. She tosses all the numbers in her phone, so it's set ready.
Yep.
That can't be lost. All right. Well, good. Have a good evening, Mirriam. Have a good evening.
Here's hoping I don't get eaten by a dragon.
Certainly hope not.
And she'll bow and leave.
Myrcella will follow her to the door and make sure everything's closed up behind her and all that.
Yeah. She goes out the door straight to the station wagon. Doesn't try anything.
Good. All right. Well, I guess that's scene then.
Yep.
So, thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching. Uh-oh.